All right, here we are, guys. Lower Pool, West Park, right below Buford Dam. We're gonna catch a few trout out here today, man. It's been a while. You know, trout was my first love, catching trout. I got put on the crappie and kind of got turned out, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm back to catch some trout, share this experience with you guys. Let me show you my gear. All right, so when I'm trout fishing, man, I'm wading. I like to actually get in the water, you know. So I just, got this pair of waders off of Amazon. I don't really remember the company. I've tried some high price brands, and what I've learned with waders, after going through about 2 or 3 pairs, is no matter what brand you get, you'll eventually spring some leaks. So I just went with a brand that offered a year warranty, I believe, and they're pretty comfortable. They get the job done. And then I've got my wading boots. I love these boots here. These corkers. The reason why I like them, and I just put on some new soles, and they're not quite locked in, but these soles have these metal studs on the bottom, and these metal studs are essential if you're going to go wading, if you ask me. I've never tried the felt bottoms. Pretty much always stayed with those metal soles, and helps me grip the rocks out there. Gotta have your life vest. Got this life vest from Bass Pro. It's got a couple pouches that I keep my lures in. Also keep a pair of forceps to get that hook out the trout's mouth. And then I've just tied my net onto my life jacket. So man, I'm fishing with lures out here, spinning lures. I usually am catching them on rooster tails. Last time I actually caught a couple on a panther martin or 2. But overall, at least in this, in this Chattahoochee, I've had a lot more success when it comes to catching on these rooster tails. And I found these little cases. I think these are little Plano cases. I found these in the fishing section, in the fly fishing section, and I don't think they're full spinner baits, but they work perfectly. And then of course we got to have our stringer, so we can tie these guys up once we catch them. So I'm gonna go ahead and get dressed, and we'll head to the water. Here we are. And I swear, every time I come out, I get taken back just a little bit. How beautiful it is, man. The sound of the water running. Early mornings, you always have that fog right over the top of the water. But yeah, man, we're here. Let's get it. See if we can get one on the line. I've been here before, so of course I remember the places I've caught fish before. Kind of know where to cast and things of that nature. But trout are a fish that I don't know if all fish, but trout are definitely a fish they look for cover too. They hide behind structure, hide behind rocks. You can be looking dead at a trout and might not see him because the pattern on his skin just blends in with the rocks. We did get some rain last night. So this water level is probably a little bit higher, a little more stained than it would normally be. But usually I just cast upstream. I've caught plenty of trout casting downstream too, so don't let anybody tell you can't catch them casting downstream. But trout will face upstream, so that's why we cast upstream and let the bait go past their face. And they're not a shy fish. Similar to that crappie, man. When they want it, they're gonna hit it. You'll be able to tell if they're just not hungry. They'll just bump your spinnerbait, but they won't, they won't bite it. Also fishing for trout, at least when you're waiting, I usually give it a good fan cast in every direction, and then I move on, because we got a lot of ground that we can cover. We got a lot of wadeable area through here, so it just doesn't make sense to stay put in one area. I usually start off the day with my go-to colors. Like I said, this is a 1/16 rooster tail brown trout pattern. This is not the color that I've caught the most fish on, but it's been a pretty productive color. And what I kind of do is I'll cast in a couple of areas, and if I don't get any bite, oh, got one. He came off. You see that? Y'all see that? I think that was a little guy. I'll cast in a few areas, and if I don't get a fish, then I don't get a bite, then I'll switch over to a different color. But what we try to do is we try to make sure that that blade is turning. That blade creates vibration in the water and attracts the fish, and then the pattern, I believe, is what gets them to bite it. But that's just my theory on it. And like I said, even though we do try to cast upstream, we will cast downstream as well. When I first started fishing, I used to wonder, are there really any fish in this in here? And they're all through here. I've caught trout in six inches of water, and like I said, they'll be in front of your face and you won't even know it. So just something to think about. Even though that I got hooked up casting right in front of me, when I miss a fish, I'll try to cast in the other direction, give that fish a second to maybe think the coast is clear before I come back. So yeah, I'm gonna give it 1 or 2 casts right here, 1 or 2 more casts right here, and then we'll move. All right, so we switched over to this. I believe this is called crawfish, another 1/16 rooster tail. I feel like I just had a bite there. Might have caught the bottom though. We'll see when it gets back to me. Like I said, usually if you hit the bottom, you'll get this moss on the on these treble hooks. That might have just been me catching the bottom. Got one, guys. Got one. There we go. There we go. There we go. A small guy. Brown trout. Y'all see him? And you have to be careful when you're handling these fish. There's a protective coating on the on the outside of their skin, and if you remove too much of it, you'll kill them. So I won't handle this one, but I'll let y'all see him. Calm down, buddy. Calm down, calm down. Usually try to grab it. Cut his mouth a little bit, but he should be fine. Y'all see that? Nice, beautiful colors on that guy. After you get that first fish on, that confidence level just goes up. So yeah, like I said, man, trout is what got me back into fishing. Man, growing up, I used to go to Hawk's Barbecue in Richmond, Virginia with my grandmother. My grandmother used to take me, and they used to have the best trout sandwiches, man, in the world. They give you like 6 pieces. Oh, I think I was on a rock. Thought I had a fish for a second. They give you like 6 pieces of nice fried trout, butterflied, and man, I used to love it. I used to love it. So when I, you know, whatever came across me that made me think about fishing when I got older, of course, my first thing was like, hey, I got to figure out how to catch trout. So I went all over the city, to be honest, on the Chattahoochee River, anywhere I could find in the city, to catch them, and never had any luck. The first fish I actually caught was a sucker fish. And I took them home and fried them up too. But it took me about 1.5 years before I got serious about it and actually started doing research on what I was doing wrong. And then I just saw, once I actually did the research and, you know, saw what other people were doing, I started getting results. One of the things that I did first was getting these waders. These waders up no, actually, let me take that back. I used to fish from the bank right here at this same park, and I started catching them with trout worms, trout magnets, and trout worms. And I would catch 1 or 2 a day, but I'd be out, you know, for hours. And I was like, man, and then I see these guys in here wading, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give me some waders and see if I can get them too. And the first couple times out, I don't think I got a fish, and you know, then I just kind of figured it out, you know. A couple $100 later, a couple 20 or 30 lures later, I eventually started catching them. But I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say fishing, you know, doesn't have a cost to it. But you know, it's worth every penny to me. I don't spend money on a whole lot of stuff, so my fishing gear is something that I don't mind spending a few bucks on. All right, so I'm gonna give it one more cast here, and then we're gonna just move down. We're not gonna totally leave this area, but we'll move down. And you also can come, I mean, there's a lot of different places you can enter this lake. I mean, lake, I've been fishing for crappie so long. There's a lot of places you can come to enter the river. This is just the most familiar to me. And I kind of have a path already set that I know I can walk. But the name of the channel is Live, Fish, and Explore. So we're going to be exploring new bodies of water. Taking some trips up to North Georgia. I've heard there's some good trout fishing in North Carolina, so we're gonna try all of that out. Today I just wanted to make sure I got a couple catches on camera for you guys. And like I said, when you're walking on this river, you got to be extremely careful. These rocks are slippery. If you come walking through like it's nothing, you know, you will take a fall. So we fished this section of the river for about an hour. Got a couple bites here and there, but could never get a fish on. So we continue to go down river. Looking real fishy through here. See a lot of structure, a lot of areas for some trout to be hiding behind. See this bird up here? Is that an eagle? What is that? A hawk? Looks like an eagle, maybe. I've never seen him do that. He's definitely looking for some food. Never seen that. That'd be sweet if we can see him to dive down and grab something. Wow. I mean, I've never seen that. I've been out here fishing for years and have never seen a bird just hover over a spot. Especially a bird that big. I don't know my bird species like that. In the comment section, let me know what kind of bird that is. Is that a... Oh, I think he sees something. Whoa, y'all see that? Did he get it? Ah, he didn't get it. Wait, maybe he did. No, he didn't get it. Whitehead, I think that's an eagle. And he dove head first, going to grab one of these trout. I don't think that's an eagle. I'm not sure what kind of bird that is, but he is not playing. He has stole the show. I'm still casting, but I'm not gonna lie, I want to see him dive down and grab a fish. Uh-oh, he's diving, he's diving. Ooh, did he get him? He got him. He got him. He got him. Ooh. You, sir, are a beast. Wow. Man. Thanks for the guest appearance. That wasn't an eagle. It wasn't a hawk either. I don't know what kind of bird that was, but he knew what he was doing. Wow. That was dope. That was dope. Thank you, bird. Gave me some good footage. That was cool. And you see what I'm saying? Like stuff like that, you can't see, you know, just doing your regular routine. You're not gonna see a bird dive and catch a fish in front of you every day, unless you're out here in nature. And he could care less that I'm about 30 yards away. Man. All right, I'm a little jealous now, bird. I gotta get a fish on the line. Well, we definitely know up in that area there's some fish, because he dove down and missed one and then came back to that same area and got him a meal. So we're gonna spend a little bit of extra time in that area. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Finally got us one, guys. Finally got us one. Nice size stalker. Switched over to the gold, it's that gold pattern again, and I saw him come up and get it right in front of me. I wish I'd have been recording. Trying to conserve battery here a little bit. Nice size rainbow. Let's throw him on a stringer. See if we can get another one. Like I said, this stretch through here is where that bird was diving. So he knew there were fish in here and pointed us right to him. Got another one. Got another one. Look at that. Look at that. Fish are turned on a little bit. Brown trout. I'm gonna get him off this hook and drop him back down. Hit him right on the top of the mouth. Starting to heat up a little bit. And all of these fish are hitting right in this area right here, right in front of me. As the spinnerbait travels down, turns around here and comes back, that's where I'm getting hit. I was just starting to get down, y'all. That's how it always is, man. For me anyway. soon as I'm getting a little discouraged, boom, I'll get a fish on. So you gotta stay at it. Keep changing those colors up till you find what they want. Got another little brown. Another little brown. Keep catching these little guys today. So we're gonna wet our hand so we don't take that slime off. Well, actually, I thought I was gonna have to grab them. Drop them back in there. Another little small guy, man. We've been catching these back to back. He's a little bit bigger, but not quite big enough to keep. Beautiful colors though. Beautiful fish. Look at that. Beautiful fish. Beautiful fish. Yep, so we got about an hour left of fishing. A little bit less before we're gonna take it back. But it's been fun, man. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. LFE Worldwide signing out.